This conference will now be recorded.
cost. Amazon S3 allows you to store large amounts of data at a very low cost. And availability. Amazon S3 standard is designed for up to 99.99% availability of objects over a given year, 1 year period, and is backed by the Amazon S3 service level agreement. So if you want to back up, that is depending upon your agreement, ensuring that you can rely on it when needed. So whenever you want to require, you can get back your data. So we have some conditions. You have to go to S3 service level agreement. How many days you want to receive your data?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Your voice is so low, so it's can't be audible.
So now it is audible now. Now it is
Sir,
okay.
little bit audible. No, sir, little bit audible.
Now is it okay now?
Sir, no, sir.
This is Kapil. Ramakrishna, do you have audible my voice?
Now, sir, audible, sir. Now, it's audible.
Okay, okay. Sometimes depending upon the signals, now rains
Oh,
are going on in Hyderabad, so this internet connections
Now
are
okay,
not.
sir.
okay,
Now
sir.
your voice.
Yeah, okay, okay. So durable, low cost, and available. Available means whatever the data you want to retrieve in your Amazon S3, when you record, they will given back to you. Next, so it is very secure. Amazon S3 supports data transfer over SSL. So secure socket layer and automatic encryption of your data once it is uploaded. So when you uploaded your data, so automatically it will encrypt. Okay. This is you have to remember. Next, so you can also configure bucket policies to manage object permissions and control access to your data using AWS identity and access management. Yesterday only we seen. So you can create IAM users. So you can give the permissions to IAM users. Okay, to access your Amazon S3 buckets. Now scalable. With the Amazon S3, you can store as much data as you want and access when you need it. You can stop guessing your feature storage needs and scale up and down as required, dramatically increasing business agility. So depending upon your business ability, so you can scale up and scale down your Amazon S3 storage data. Maybe your data is going to be upgrade up to 10 terabyte or 15 terabyte. So you can scale up. Not required now. You can scale down to up to 5 terabyte or 6 terabyte, whatever it may be. So you have to remember this point. So send event notification. Amazon S3 can send event notifications when objects are uploaded to your S3. So for example, it will send a notification to you, your mail ID. You uploaded just now a Amazon S3 bucket with a video or audio, whatever it may be. So everything, it will send a message to you. This is remember. So send event notifications. When you uploaded your objects, automatically it will send a notification to you. Amazon S3 event notifications can be delivered using Amazon SQS simple queue service or Amazon SNS simple network service, enabling you to trigger workflows, alerts, or other processing. So we are going to discuss this SNS and SQS topics in other classes, next coming classes. So automatically you can get the messages to your mail IDs. Next to S3 integrations. So you can integrated your Amazon S3 with the Amazon CloudFront, Amazon CloudWatch, Amazon Kinesis service, relation database service, Amazon Glacier, Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Amazon DynamoDB, so Amazon Redshift, Amazon Route 53, Amazon EMR, so many services you can integrate your S3 storages. Next, S3 key features are storage and security. So you can store your objects in the buckets. You can store as many as objects as you want within a bucket and write, read, and objects your bucket. Objects can be up to 5 terabytes of the size. Already we discussed. You can control access to your bucket. So you can create, delete, and retrieve objects in the bucket. For example, view access logs for the bucket and its objects, and choose the AWS region where a bucket is stored to optimize for latency, minimize costs, or address regulatory requirements. So you can create your Amazon buckets across the regions. This is not related to the particular region. You can create your bucket across the different regions. Now, cross region replication. So Amazon S3 buckets you can configure with cross region replication. Means whenever you are copying the data in one region, automatically it will replicate it to another region. That is called cross region replication. So it provides automated, fast, reliable data replication across the Amazon AWS regions. We are working with Mumbai region. There is another bucket in Singapore region. So whatever the data you are upgrading into Mumbai region, automatically replicated in Singapore region. So this is how to remember. Okay, next one, event notifications. Amazon S3 event notifications can be sent when objects are uploaded or deleted. Already we discussed, you can get the notifications. Next, versioning. So Amazon S3 allows you to enable versioning, so you can preserve, retrieve, and restore every version of every object stored in a Amazon S3 bucket. For example, you can have you are developing some software, testing and development side. So first week you tested some software, the version number you given version 1.0. So next week, whatever the software you updated version 2.0, but the next week software which you developed version 2.0, that is not working properly, then you can go to your previous version. So versions you can update every time when you uploaded your data. So you can give the versioning. This is version 1.0, version 1 2.0, version 3.0. So you can preserve. So when you want to restore your previous version, you can go there, you can restore it. So this is a important feature in Amazon S3. And life cycle management, number of capabilities to manage the life cycle of your data, including automated migration of older data from S3 standard to S3 standard IA. IA means infrequent access and Amazon Glacier. For example, whatever the infrequent access data is there, you can move the data from S3 storage to Amazon Glacier. So we are going to discuss. So Amazon Glacier is a storage. This is also like S3 storage, but infrequent data you can keep in Amazon S3 storage. Okay. Next to encryption. So Amazon S3 encrypts data in transit via SSL encrypted endpoints and can also encrypt data at rest with three options of managing encryption keys directly by S3 through AWS Key Management Service KMS, or you can provide your own keys. So we are going to see practically how to encrypt server side encryption, client side encryption, and AWS KMS encryptions. Security and access management. So Amazon S3 provides several mechanisms to control and monitor who can access your data, as well as how, when, and where they can access it. VPC endpoints allow you to create a secure connection without a gateway or NAT instances. So as a Amazon administrator, you can identify who are accessing your data, from where they are accessing your data. So everything you can access, you can watch. So cost monitoring and controls. Amazon S3 has several features for managing and controlling your costs, including bucket tagging to manage cost allocation and integration with Amazon CloudWatch and receiving billing alerts. So you can give the tagging. This is my XYZ bucket. So how much cost is coming every month. So you can integrate with CloudWatch. CloudWatch will verify. So how much data you are using. So how much bill is coming every month. It can watch. Next, flexible storage options. So Amazon S3 is designed for 99%, 99% durability and up to 999% availability of objects over a given year. So 1 year of the period. Next, time limited access to objects. Amazon S3 supports query stringing authentication by devs, which allows you to provide a URL that is valid only for a length of time that you define. So you can give the length of time. So for 1 year, 6 months, 3 months only, this URL going to be work. So this time limited URL can be useful for scenarios such as software downloads or other applications where you want to restrict the length of time users have access to an object. For example, I uploaded one video to you. This is accessible only 3 months. After 3 months, automatically it will not allow you to access. So this type of limited access objects also you can upload to Amazon S3. So data lifecycle management. So the data refers to how your data is managed and stored from creation and initialization storage to when it's no longer needed and deleted. So you have to refer. So this data is not wanted me. So this data I want to delete it for this particular point of time. Automatically it will do. So transferring large amounts of data. AWS import export accelerates moving large amounts of data into and out of AWS. AWS transfers your data directly onto and off of storage devices using Amazon's high speed internal network and bypassing the internet. So, large amounts of data when you want to transfer to or transfer from AWS, so it will use the storage devices like Amazon's high speed internal network by bypassing the internet. So, that is a private network you can configure by using that internal network. It will bypass your data uh, to explicit internet. You can use AWS import export for migrating data into the cloud, distributing content to your customers, sending backups to AWS, and disaster recovery. So while importing and exporting are for migrating your data in the cloud, so we can use the Amazon's high speed internal network. You can also use AWS Direct Connect to transfer large amounts of data to Amazon S3. So these are the services you can utilize. So these are the S3 storage classes. Amazon S3 standard for general purpose storage of frequent access data. So every day we are going to access the data. Amazon S3 data, S3 standard infrequent access for long lived but less frequently accessed data. Already we discussed. So I have a important data, but I don't want to access the data frequently. But I want to the data keep it safe. So that is called infrequent access for long lived. A3 standard IA means infrequent access. This is another storage class. Now Amazon Glacier for long term archive. So like it will whatever the data is there, it will compress and stores on Amazon Glacier. When you required, it will restore your data like backup and restore. Amazon S3 also offers configurable lifecycle policies for managing your data throughput, its lifecycle. Once a policy is set, your data will automatically migrate to the most appropriate storage class without any changes to your application. So you have to configure the policies for managing your data. So this is my bucket policy. Like this, I am going to set the policy. So your data automatically migrate. So that things you have to configure. So this is Amazon S3 standard general purpose. So it offers high durability, availability, performance, object storage for frequently accessed. Lifecycle management offers configurable policies to automatically migrate objects to the most appropriate storage class. So key features: low latency and high throughput, designed for durability of 99,999 objects, designed for 99% availability for over a given year, backed with Amazon S3 service level agreement, almost 10,000 years, depending upon your requirement. Supports SSL encryption of data, transit and rest. Lifecycle management for automatic migration of objects. These are the key features of Amazon S3 standard storage class. This is infrequent access storage class. So key features same. Throughput performance of standard, designed for durability 99%, 9999%, designed for 99%, 9% availability over a given year, backed with Amazon S3 service level agreement for availability, but not 10,000 years, depending upon your requirement. Supports SSL encryption of data, lifecycle management for automatic migration. So same as it is, one or two features are different. This is Glacier. Amazon Glacier is a secure, durable, and extremely low-cost storage device for data archiving. Amazon Glacier optimized for data that is rarely accessed and a retrieval time of several hours. So, but from November 2017 onwards, retrieval time is reduced to in minutes. So before 2017, it will take 8 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours time to retrieve our data. But after that, they changed the parameters. 2017 onwards, the retrieval time is reduced into minutes. Key features same as standard class, supports SSL. So wall to lock feature enforces compliance via lockable policy. So you have to lock out. You can key the lock keys for your data. Extremely low cost, designed is ideal for long time archive. Life cycle management for automatic migration. So this is common for every storage class. So I'm announcing Amazon S3 RRS, reduced redundancy storage, is a new storage option with Amazon S3 that enables customers to reduce their cost by storing non-critical reproducible data at lower levels of redundancy that Amazon S3 standard storage. It provides a cost-effective, highly available solution for distributing or sharing content that is durably stored elsewhere, or for storing thumbnails, transcoded media, or other processed data that can be easily reproduced. So you can reproduce your data, regular data, with a reduced redundancy storage. Both standard and RRS storage options are designed to be highly available, and both are backed by Amazon S3 service level agreement. So you have to go to the agreement only. So pricing, pay only for what you use. There is no minimum fees. Estimate your monthly bill using the AWS simple monthly calculator. Prices are based on the location of your Amazon S3 bucket. Maybe different locations, different prices maybe they can use. AWS free usage tier. As a part of the AWS free usage tier, you can get started with Amazon S3 for free upon sign up. New AWS customer receives 5 GB of Amazon S3 standard storage. Already I told you 5 GB, up to 5 GB is free, no charges. And 20,000 get request, 2,000 put request. See, get means downloading, put means uploading. 20,000 get request, 2,000 put upload request, and 15 GB of data transfer out each month for 1 year. So 50 GB of the data you can transfer. So after downloading or uploading, you have to delete. 5 GB of the data receiving is free. So downloading, uploading. So I can told you, so I am uploading these files. So by evening you can download. So after evening, I will delete that files. So request 20,000 get means downloading request. 2000 put free, and 15 GB of data transfer. So data transfers, you are downloading, somebody they are downloading, how much they are downloading. So it will calculate that. Data transfer pricing, the below is the example of Amazon S3 pricing. So here so many things with Amazon S3, you pay only for the usage, actual use. There is no minimum fee and no setup cost. Storage example, your storage is 100 GB. This is the bytes. They are calculating your bucket for 15 days. So 15 days I kept this much of storage, and 100 terabyte of standard Amazon S3 data for 16 days in March. At the end of March, you would have the following usage in byte for hours. So this much of bytes into 15 days into 24 hours by day, plus how many bytes, this is terabytes, into 16 days into 24 hours by day. So this much of bytes per hour you used. Let's convert this to GB per month. This much of bytes, how many hours you used, how much bytes you downloaded or uploaded into 1 month by 744 hours into this much of GB used in 1 month. So this usage volume crosses three different volume tiers. The monthly storage price is calculated below. 1 terabyte tier, 1024 GB into 300 cents, $30 per 1 month. 1 terabyte to 50 terabyte, so 295 cents, so $1048. So depending upon how much the data is transferring, they will calculate and send them bill. So they will calculate with bytes into hours, into how much GB transferred the data in how many days, 1 month or 20 days or 30 days, and with hours they will calculate. So like this the Amazon S3 prices are there. So data size 1 byte to 5 terabytes, larger than 100 megabytes customers should consider with multi-part uploaded capability. So 100 megabytes multiply you can upload. How can I configure my objects to be deleted after a specific time period? You can use the object expiration feature to remove objects from your bucket after a specified number of days. You can specify this is available only 7 days, automatically it will delete. You can define the expiration rules for a set of objects in your bucket through the life cycle configuration policy that you apply to the bucket. So depending upon how you applied your policies, it will do the work like this. How can I increase the number of Amazon S3 buckets that I can provision? By default, customers can provision up to 100 buckets for one AWS account. However, you can increase your Amazon S3 bucket limit by using Amazon service limits. So you can go through Amazon service limits. If you want to increase your bucket levels, you can increase. So creating bucket, uploading files, we are going to see. So before that, tomorrow we are going to see the practical of that, this one. Before that, yesterday I told you how to create multi-factor authentication in IAM. To create multi-factor authentication, MFA, through mobile, how to log into your AWS Management Console. Go to AWS Management Console. Log into the AWS Management Console. Give the username. Give the password. Click on IAM. Click on users. Create one user account. Add user. For example, username Tom. Check the box AWS Management Console. So you can select the customized passwords. Custom password. tom@1234. Uncheck this box. Next, permissions. So create a user without a permission boundary. So if you want to give the permissions here, you can assign the policy. Otherwise, you can leave it. Select this one. Click on tags. So if you want to add a key, give the name, value, EC2, Tom, anyone like our MFA Tom. Preview, create user. Now Tom account is created. Now you can download the file. Click on close. Now click on the Tom user account now. Now click on security credentials. Now you can see assigned MFA device, multi-factor authentication device not assigned. Click on manage. Here select virtual MFA device. Click on see other hardware device means it will allocated by your company. So we are selecting virtual MFA device. Authenticator app installed on your mobile device or computer. Yesterday already in our class we discussed Google Authenticator in Apple mobile, Android mobile, only Windows mobile Authenticator. Remaining other mobiles, Google Authenticator software app you have to download in your mobile or your computer. So click on continue. So here it will show the QR code. For example, if you download the software into your mobile, so you can click on show QR code, you can scan it. So whenever you scan it, so if you have a Google Authenticator app, you can scan. So once you scan, it will provide two codes to your mobile. So for example, I'm giving, I don't have the software, 232332, 323223. Like this it will come. Two authentication codes will come. Then click on assign MFA. So automatically it will send a message to your mobile. So then if you give your username and password, after given your username and password, so it will ask you the codes. Enter two codes, code 1, code 2. Then you can log into your Amazon management console. So you can download the software Google Authenticator to Android mobile, Apple mobile, and only Windows mobile you can have a authenticator. So invalid MFA code. So we don't have a mobile. That is the reason. So the codes you can give. So you can log into your site by using your account number, username. Yesterday we given like we logged in as a IAM users. Give the passwords. So it will ask you the two codes assigned to login. Then you can log on to your AWS management console. This is you have to remember virtual MFA. So you can download the code Google Authenticator if you have the Android, iPhone, some other software. If you have the Windows mobile, you can download Authenticator. So this is the MFA you can enable. For any user, you can enable the MFA. So I'm deleting this user account. So today we are going to start. Tomorrow we are going to see the S3 storage. So how to create the bucket, how to upload your videos, how to host your website, how to replicate the buckets across the different regions, how to configure the lifecycle management, what is versioning. So many things we are going to discuss in S3 storage. Tomorrow, practically we are going to see one by one, one by one. Okay. So you can also ask them. I told yesterday and today also, but you can also intimate them to upload the videos. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Kapil. Tomorrow we will connect. Okay, Ramkrishna. Tomorrow we will connect.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Kapil. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Bye.